Hello, everyone. So, this reading is about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. This is not going to be a general reading because I have already done one on them. So, if you haven't watched it, please go ahead and watch it. And in this one, though, I will try to talk about like what is happening with them at the moment after the new Netflix documentary they have made, and also like the overall energy and their relationship with the royals. So I actually have been following them, not them actually, the royal family for a long time because I love histories and monarchies and those kind of things fascinates me. So, what I have seen in my last reading, if you haven't checked that, as I said, please check that out. I'll link it down below. But what I have seen in their connection is uh, that it's not like in a good place, this connection, like their personal life, even though in the documentary we get to see like they're in love with each other and they're fighting against the world and everything. I don't think they are like in a Romeo Juliet love affair. I haven't seen that in the reading, and so let's go ahead and see what is happening there at the moment with this relationship and with this connection. um So let's just see what are they trying to achieve. Like, okay, no, let's do individually. So what are they individually trying to achieve out of this Netflix documentary they have created? So let's pick some cards for Megan. And I have got one. And let's pick two. Sorry, let's pick two cards for Harry. I got like two cards. All right. So for Megan, I saw the Ten of Swords and the Knight of Cups in reverse. For Harry, I got Eight of Cups and Five of Cups in reverse. So, um, well, Ten of Swords talks about ending a brutal cycle, and Knight of Cups in reverse is basically talking about like somewhat like an immature energy who doesn't understand anything and just like going through it, or doing things that maybe like how a child does things because they think they're in a lot of pain, but these are all imaginary pain sometimes for the child. So for Megan, I'm just seeing like she is fighting for nothing basically. I have no problem with someone like taking advantage of the limelight and or maybe like get some sort of I don't know how to say that, uh mm, attention from people. I don't mind it. Like she marrying in the royal family and then like expecting to be treated in a royal way, which she was being treated. That is a good thing. Okay, if you marry a prince for his money and for his status and also his love, great, great. I don't have any problem with it. This is a good thing. Some people only marry for love. Some people marry for love and status. Some people marry only for status. So if she married Harry for love, status, money, royalty, and whatever, that's good. I don't see any problem. But now I'm seeing she is fighting a war that is not going to bring any kind of benefit to her or her family, her kids, Harry, or herself. She is in a very, see, she's fighting a war that's so stupid. In the long run, this fight would actually bring, like, disaster rather than anything good for them. For Harry, I'm seeing Eight of Cups in reverse and Five of Cups in reverse. Let me get a clarification card. Ten of Wands. Well, I do think Harry, on the other hand, kind of like understands that, like what I just said. Like this is all these documentaries and all these videos, all these books are definitely like for nothing. Like he does understand like things has changed for him. He is not being treated the way he was being treated, and he feels with the Ten of Wands, and he is like dealing with a lot of burden in his shoulder, and he's also taking the burden of someone like like how like sometimes we put a lot of burden on our shoulder, and then we are like, what why are we doing it again? Like, what am I getting out of it? This is the kind of question he's asking himself. Like, what am I achieving out of the all this dramas and all this like Netflix documentary talking, like Oprah interview? So Harry is not in a good place. Let's just see what is like, you know, like what are the royal family thinking about Harry and Meg? Like, okay, Harry individually and Meghan individually. Royal family, as in, I'm trying to cover because the queen, our respected queen, she is dead, so she's not with us anymore. So I'm not going to talk about her perspective. So let's talk about the royal family members who are still alive. So King Charles and Queen Consort Camilla, Princess Catherine and Prince William. So let's just talk about like four of them. Like, what are they thinking? What are their overall thought on Meghan? And let's pick one card for Meghan, and then we'll pick another for Harry. So the royal family, what is okay? So I got one for Meghan, and I got one for Harry. Okay. So for Megan, I'm seeing like two of wands, and for Harry, I'm seeing 10 of wands in reverse. I need a clarification card. 5 of cups. Got it. So, all right. So the royal family is thinking like Megan is basically, mm, it's something like, the senior royals have predicted, senior as in like the older people in the royal family, they have predicted something like that. They're like, oh, we kind of knew this girl would not be a fit for the family, not because she is half like black and half white, or she's a mixed race, because her way of life is way more different than the way of the royal life. The Windsors Mountbatten are one of the most conservative families on earth. Like, they're very conservative, and they have like protocol they have to maintain, and this is an institution that has been there for a long time, right? And expecting an institution would change only because um, you know s- uh, one new royal family member doesn't agree with the institution. Like, it doesn't change. Institution doesn't work that way. Royal family is not only a family, it's an institution. They live through the taxpayer money. They need to please a lot of people. They are public servants. So, expecting every single way would change because you do not like it, like because one person doesn't agree with it, is a very preposterous thing to think. And the royal family sort of knew it. Like, this is the way of Hollywood. This is the way of Hollywood. Like, people think one person can change everything. People are like, in Hollywood, everything is changing every like in a very fast pace, which is not the case with the British royal family. It's very, very different, right? So the senior members of the royal family sort of predicted like something like this would happen, right? So they already knew that about Megan. They don't necessarily think Megan is a witch. She's a bad person, or she's like, witch is a okay. I'm a witch. So, but like, I know, you know what I mean, like in a negative way. Royal family doesn't think she's like a bad person or an idiotic person or like a criminal or something. But they did knew that this woman is not right for Harry, right? With the 10 of wands in reverse and the 5 of cups, I'm seeing like they also think like Harry um doesn't he it was like, see, he it's like he is taking, again, they're also thinking like Harry sort of like thought like there is something, like he needs to save something or he needs to save someone. He always had like pain in his shoulder, which or on his back, that everybody else tried to help him with, right? And he never looked at the brighter side in the life. Like with the 5 of cups, I'm seeing he always saw the glass is half empty, not half full. He never, like, the royal family is thinking like, you do not have any idea how privileged you were, and you did not take like your duty seriously, or you like, you're the royal family thinks Harry is extremely ungrateful, right? Things like that. And also, um, they're also upset with the fact that Harry never understood that not only him, also they had to, the senior members of the royal family also had to deal with a lot of pain, and Harry is only seeing his pain, and not anybody else's pain. So this is how royal family, because the royal family is not blaming the girl, they're blaming their boy, because the girl is outsider, right? Meghan is an outsider. Meghan is not from the family. She joined the family later. But if my own family doesn't understand like the kind of pain I have been through, and we have been through, our family goes through, uh, what do we expect from the outsider? So this is the kind of mentality the royal family has for Harry. For Meghan, they're like, okay, we already knew this girl is not fit for us, like, or the family, right? Okay, so let's just see why they actually split up from the monarchy. I never covered that in our last video. So like in my last video. So like let's see why they separated from. So let's do from like Meghan's, and I got one for Meghan and another card for Harry. So for Meghan, I got the star cards. For Harry, I got the hermit. Okay. So I got the star in reverse for Meghan. So Meghan, she being a Hollywood actress and she being you know um, um, someone who really likes the popularity and likes to be on spot, like on the spotlight, she felt like she isn't being celebrated the way she expected to be celebrated. And the obvious answer is yes, he wouldn't be celebrated the way you expected to be celebrated, because you did not marry William, you married Harry. You did not marry the future king, right? So of course she did not get enough of the attention that she looked for. Is that a bad thing to expect? No. Okay, you probably, like a lot of us, love to be celebrated more than the other people, but in terms of like the only place in the world is a monarchy where you cannot achieve your place. This is something that you have to like, it just depends on what time were you born and who are you marrying, right? If she married William, she would be in the spotlight all the time. But like how Kate was in the spotlight and is in the spotlight for that matter. So um seems like she wasn't jealous, but she was frustrated how people were like more nice to Kate. Of course, people were nice to Kate because Kate was married to William. Like, I don't know, when did they get married? I think in 2012 they got married, 2011 or 2012. So it was like 10, and Harry and Meghan got married in 2018 maybe. So of course there is a bit of timing there, and of course if you are an older member, people like you better. Like, you have to earn your way because you are the new person. The old people have already earned their way. Like, Kate has done her fair share of struggle to be in the place she is in. Meghan should have done the same, but instead of that, she was like, I'm the Hollywood actress, I'm the prettier one. Maybe that's what, who is prettier and who is not, that's totally up to the eye of the beholder. Like, beauty stays in the eye of the beholder. But maybe she thought that way, like, I'm the prettier one, I'm the Hollywood actress, I'm not the awkward one, I don't have the anxiety. Like, Kate was not an actress. Kate was not like she was not in the limelight. So she was like a simple girl who went to college and that kind of thing. But Meghan, on the other hand, she is very knowledgeable. Like, she had experienced a lot of things in her life. So she was like, yeah, I'm the better one, why am I not getting enough attention? Sometimes things work the way it works. Like, just because you're prettier, maybe that's what she thinks, I guess. You need to achieve your way in a place. You can't expect people to treat you in a certain way because you think you deserve it. You need to earn it. Meghan did not understand that. For Harry, on the other hand, the reason, okay, so this was the reason why Meghan left, because she wanted her own private thunder. She wanted her own private attention. And in the royal family, people weren't giving her that and for Harry, on the other hand, I got the hermit card. So Harry actually wanted to be in the peace. He really wanted to get out of the limelight and spotlight. Harry was actually, believe it or not, thinking that he's saving his wife by being separated from the royal family. um with the hermit card, I'm seeing that he actually thought like he can go somewhere where they both will be in a peaceful situation, and he can raise his kids in his own terms. And but he didn't know how to do that. Harry, you all, like, I have done a reading on Harry and Meghan before, and if you watch that video you will know that Harry is not the kind of a person who uh, thinks things through. Like, he is very impulsive, right? He's very impulsive. He's very if something comes to his mind, he would do it immediately. That makes him a good military man. That makes him a good knight. That makes him a good soldier. But in terms of like thinking, being calm, and taking a decision, he's not good at those kind of things. He is very impulsive. Like, it's so easy to trigger Harry. It's so easy to manipulate someone like Harry. Not like, I'm not saying Harry's an idiot. It's just he's very impulsive. So if you go and cry in front of him and like tell him I can't handle it, he would try everything in his power to like rescue you out of that situation. So he's very impulsive. He is like how a traditional man is, like a masculine traditional man. Man doesn't really think things through usually. Women does, right? So he doesn't really have much feminine energy about him. He's more of a like masculine, childlike person, like who only given to his impulsion. So when he saw like Megan isn't happy about something, he tried everything in his power to like make her happy, or everything in his power to like separate from the royal family. He did not think it through, right? But the reason he did it because he wanted some privacy, and he did want some peace, and he thought that would make his wife very happy. So that is there, and let's see if what they claim, like if the royal family has treated them like, not them, Megan, like, were the royal family racist to her, were they really cruel to her. So let's just see what the card says, like how they're saying, like, the royal family was like cruel to me, they were racist to me, the so and so were racist to me. So let's just see what card have I got. So Three of Cups in reverse and the Fool cards in reverse, um the Three of Swords in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse. Well, so what I'm seeing here is not racist, but definitely not the friendliest. And they were the same way with everybody, every new person that came to the royal family. So they were the same way with Kate. They were the same way with Meghan. They were the same way with Princess Diana. They were the same way with Queen Consort Camilla. So every time a new person comes to the royal family, people do not treat them in the most welcoming manner, right? And it's not the senior royals, it's not the father, not the brother, not the sister-in-law. It's like the people who works in the institution. Um, so were they racist? I don't see racism. I don't see torture. But what I'm seeing is like distance, cold, that kind of behavior. And the reason behind it is the institution of monarchy takes their time to be friendly with someone, right? Is it a good thing? I don't know. They are doing something right. Their family is alive for a long time, so they're probably doing something right. So, but I don't see racist. Like with the Three of Cups in reverse, I'm definitely seeing like unfriendly, not like the best, like, friendliest. With the Three of Swords in reverse, I'm not. I'm seeing, and the Page of Wands in reverse, I'm seeing like, yeah, they were hard on her in a way that you need to learn our ways, and you need to like behave in a so and so way. You cannot do this, you cannot do that, you cannot put on bright color nail polish, you cannot put on like brighter dress than the queen, you cannot wear so and so tiara. Like those things were there. Like you cannot like those things were there. But did Meghan listen to it? Let us see. Protocols are for the royal family, and this is how it works. Okay, I got the Nine of Swords, and I got uh, the King of Pentacles. I got the Page of Cups, and I got the Ace of Cups. So seems like Meghan was like so frustrated because people wouldn't let her do whatever she wants to do. But then again, this is a byproduct of marrying someone in the monarchy. This is the byproduct of marrying a royal person. This is the byproduct of getting married to Prince Harry, Prince William, King Charles. This is the byproduct of getting into a conservative family who has been there for a long time. So but she was so frustrated, and I guess she broke a lot of rules. She did not listen. With the Page of Cups and with the Ace of Cups, I'm seeing and with the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords, I'm saying she did not listen. She did not obey those rules. For sure, she didn't. Right? So, yeah. I mean, they were not racist, but they were very strict. And they are strict with everybody. They're strict with the new prince and princesses, like the younger one, George, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, Prince Louis. Like they're really they're the same way with the kids. They're the same way with everybody, for that matter, right? So nothing, nothing special. Megan, they did not treat Megan specially bad. This is how, or special is strict. They're strict to everybody, right? So let's just see, like, is Harry happy with the decision of like leaving his family? Like, is Prince Harry happy with the decision of leaving his family? Four of Wands in reverse, King of Pentacles. Sorry, Two of Pentacles in reverse and King of Pentacles. So, no, he's not. Actually, I don't see he's not at all happy that he left his family. Um, he does miss being treated, subconsciously. He does miss being treated how, like, people loved Prince Harry. Like, there is no question asked. Like, I have seen interviews of celebrities where people asked him, like, Harry or Meghan. I'm sorry, Harry or Prince William or Prince Harry. People said Prince Harry. People loved Harry because Prince William is more of a distant. I'm not saying he's a bad person. He's the future king, so he had to behave well. So Harry, on the other hand, was the one who people could relate with. He was funny. He's airheaded. He is. People see a lot of Princess Diana on Harry because um, Harry is kind of like her. Like William is more like his father. So people loved Harry, and Harry sees that he has lost his popularity so bad to an extent that nobody really calls him Prince anymore, and he doesn't like that. I'm telling you, like the royal treatment is good. Like how people treat the royals is fun. And now he's in the spotlight, not being treated the way people used to treat him. So he definitely misses that. So let's just see why. As I said, like Harry is very impulsive. So the moment Meghan said, "I can't deal with it anymore," Harry had to leave. Like I do see that in his energy. Like he just felt like I have to kind of save this woman, right? I have to save this woman because I couldn't save my mother. So William, on the other hand, William loved his mother as much as Harry did, but William was old enough to understand, like it wasn't two adult was in a marriage and people, like they had their fair share of problem. Harry was really young when Princess Diana died, and he didn't understand like everything, what is happening, and why did their parents got divorced, and like everything of that sort. So Harry always thought, if I were old enough to save my mother, I would have saved my mother. William understands the seriousness of the situation, and that nobody had anything in their hand to save their mother. Like they couldn't do it. Even if they were adults, they couldn't save their moms. William knew it because he's mature and he was older when his mom died. Harry, on the other hand, always thought, if I could go back in time, I could change things. If I could change, like, so he had this extreme pain of not being able to save his mom, and he wanted to replicate that whole situation with Meghan. He is like, how some people uh, try to end their childhood trauma cycle by raising their own children. Harry tried to like do that with Meghan. So the moment, and honestly, Meghan wasn't treated as badly as Meghan thinks she was treated. Um, I'm not really sure. I'm like, of course, I'm not there, like, so I don't know how the sensitivity level of Meghan, like what kind of a person she is. Is she like in that much pain? Like, does she not? Is she not strong enough to handle a little bit of criticism or a little bit of strictness? She was old enough to kind of deal with it. Or if she didn't like the idea of being a princess, why did she marry Harry in the first place? That is also a question, because she was married twice already before marrying Harry. So if she was married twice or once, I don't remember, but she had fair share of relationship. Unlike Princess Diana got married to Prince Charles, now King Charles, when she was 19. Meghan was old enough to understand life way better than what Princess Diana could do when she married into the royal family. So if you really hated the idea of being a princess, or being in a strict situation, it doesn't make any sense that she married Harry. So I think her problem wasn't how the royal family treated her. Her problem was, and also, like, she's a very strong woman. She's strong enough to understand, and strong enough to like deal with anything that comes her way. She's strong enough to do those things. She's not stupid, she's not weak. The only reason she didn't like is she wasn't getting enough attention she expected to be getting after marrying our prince. But the thing is, she didn't understand the ways of the royals. Prince William will always get more attention than Prince Harry, because he is the future king. And therefore, as the byproduct of marrying Prince William, Princess Kate would get the same attention, but Meghan wouldn't get, that level of attention. Like, Meghan should have known better. So this is why she left the royal family, as I said. Um, Let us just see. I usually do not do future prediction for people, or future reading, but let us just see like what is gonna happen in the near future. And also, future changes with our karma all the time. So if they decide to take different route, make different decisions, the future might change. So let's see what is their future according to this energy, like according to the energy they're now, right? So let's see what is their future. I got the Star card, I got the Empress, and I got the Tower in reverse. I would be needing a clarification. The Magician in reverse. Well, when they left the family, they expected to basically, like Meghan expected that she will get more attention. She would have her own palace of fame and own palace of attention. And also with the Empress card, she can create like a huge influence, like a queen in the whole world. That is what her thought was. But in the future, I'm seeing, with the Tower in reverse and the Magician in reverse, none of this will come true. As time passes, Meghan would lose her thunder. People would not pay attention to her at all. Like, see, royal family's fame is very subtle. Like, it's very stable kind of fame. They get in the news when they get married, or they have kids, or they get engaged. Like, it's not like a celebrity. What happens to a traditional celebrity? They get a lot of hype for a long time, and then people forget about them. Royal family, on the other hand, they need to stay relevant, so they get famous gradually, and they kind of sustain it for a long time until the next queen. Like, look at the queen's life. She reigned at 70 years ago, right? And people still talks about her, and they will never stop, because this is the power of being a royal. They do not give in to a lot of controversy, and they try to stay quiet, but they try to stay relevant, and they want to sustain their presence in the world. So people remembered the queen for a long time. She was not irrelevant for one bit, right? But she wasn't as famous as Marilyn Monroe. So the queen is as old as Marilyn Monroe. They were the same age, but people. But she was there for a long time, or maybe not Marilyn Monroe. Let's talk about um, mm, Jackie Kennedy, for that matter. Like, Jackie Kennedy was as famous as her when she married to Kennedy, but then Kennedy died, and then people kind of forgot about her. But king is the queen is still around, and she would be around. So even though she is not with us anymore, people still talk about her. So the fame with the royal family is way different than the traditional celebrities, right? So I don't see people remembering Meghan for a long time. Like people will forget about her as time passes. It would be so hard for them to make money out of uh, using royal family like they're doing now with a documentary and giving up information to the royal about the royal family to Netflix or to the world, going to opera. Those things not gonna last for a long time. Those things will are meant to fail. And all the plans she had to like use the royal family to like cash out of it without being a part of royal family, passively being a part of royal family, this is not gonna work for her. Like this is not going to work for her. This is gonna end. This is meant to stop. So, I mean, I'm sorry, Megan, if she's watching this video. All her plans are destined to fail, right? Whether she's doing a good thing or bad thing, I'm no one to judge. I'm not judging, but I'm not seeing that he is in the right path or to achieve her goals. Her goals could have been achieved in a different way. She would still be around on if she were in the royal family, things would have turned out better for her compared to what they're gonna turn out for her later, right? So what about Harry though? Like what is the future for Harry? Okay. I got the Hermit in reverse, I got the Lover cards in reverse, I got the Five of Cups in reverse, and I got the Knight of Pentacles. I think slowly but surely Harry might would rescue himself from this situation. With the Lover cards in reverse, I'm seeing there might be some trouble in his love life with Meghan. With the Hermit in reverse, and the Five of Cups in reverse, I'm seeing that, and with the Knight of Pentacles, slowly but surely he would understand. Like it was a huge mistake to separating myself from the royal family, and I shouldn't have done it. As time passes, he would realize more and more about it, and maybe he will go back to the royal family, join it again. And the family, the strongest part of this family is they do not discard anybody, like especially if it's their blood. So if he goes back to the family would forgive him. So um yeah, I got need another clarification card. So let's see. Okay, Eight of Wands. Yeah. So yeah, I do see that if he goes back, see I'm talking about according to current energy what future they might have. So it's not the absolute future, but I do see he is kind of like thinking about going back to his family. He's kind of upset about everything he has done, and the family would accept him. But maybe they wouldn't accept Megan. So who knows what's gonna happen, if they're gonna get a divorce, if this marriage is destined to fail, who knows what. But people would accept Harry open heart, but people wouldn't accept Megan with open heart. So let's see what happens, what is the future for them. But if they're watching this video, I have one suggestion or advice for both of them. This whole thing is not gonna work. Like their whole idea of like betraying the not betraying, but talking trash about the royal family and their own family, this is not going to work good for them in the long run, right? So they probably need to, like, the damage has already been done, but they probably need to stop doing everything and take good 2-3 years of break before they decide to go back to the royal family. And if they do not decide to do that, they can do their own thing and make their own money and basically live alone without family's blessing. That is also up to them, like whatever they want to do. But I don't think their children would be happy about that. So let's see what future holds for them. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave your precious comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.